Once detained, they make the conditions so horrific. People standing for 48 hours straight in a lighted room without ever turning the lights off, no beds, no covers, and putting in front of them a voluntary departure form to sign their rights away when they've reached the lowest point. That's depriving. They deprive any humanity from someone so that the hope of ever leaving. We are here at Adelanto, about 2 hours from central LA, from downtown Los Angeles, in the desert. It's a small town just next to Victorville, which is probably the biggest city in this part of the desert. There's nothing around us. There's Joshua trees, there are warehouses, there's multiple prisons. Otherwise, there is not much, and it's pretty hard to get to. Here in Adelanto, there are between 1,000 and 1,500 people in detention, immigration detention. This is a private immigration detention center run by GEO Group, where most of the people who are being detained right now in the Los Angeles County area and Orange County are being brought after they're processed in downtown or Santa Ana. The conditions have been reported widely. 2 people have died for lack of medical attention. There are constantly issues with the plumbing, with the kind of food that inmates can get, and the kind of attention that they get when they have medical issues. It seems to be a strategy of the current government to detain, deprive, and deport. So they detain as many people as possible in these illegal raids at Home Depots, grabbing anyone who's brown-skinned, speaking Spanish, or wearing construction clothes. Once detained, they make the conditions so horrific. People standing for 48 hours straight in a lighted room without ever turning the lights off, no beds, no covers, and putting in front of them a voluntary departure form to sign their rights away when they've reached the lowest point. That's depriving. They deprive any humanity from someone so that the hope of ever leaving is completely diminished in order to finally deport that. But on the other hand, they have billions of dollars of investments in these 2 private prison companies, GEO Group and Corrections of America, CCA. And those 2 companies get paid based on how many people are in their beds. So there's 2 strategies, 2 different incentives. One, to deport people without ever having them have their cases heard. But if that's impossible, then hold them as long as possible to make $300 a day per person. And we know between the 2 companies, last year they made over $5 billion. This year they're going to make much more. These companies already sold the beds, and the government is basically on the line to fill them.